Shalom, December 14th. This is part 5 of the Mark of the Beast. And we left off on chapter 14. Well, I left off on telling you about the kings. In 2nd Ezra chapter 12 verse 8. In the kings, these are the last 7 kings. But in Ezra it tells you about the last 12. If you go back, you'll have an understanding of, if you read that, you'll have an understanding of where this comes from. If you had a list of the popes, I'll try to display it here, but you really can't see my list. But the list of the popes. But under Pope Pius is when Napoleon gave the deadly wound to the Catholic Church, when he arrested the Pope. Okay? That was in 1808, when he arrested the Pope. And you know, prior to 1776 is when America was founded. Okay, well, when the articles were written and signed. Anyway, Revelation chapter 14, verse 8 through 9. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, that great city. What city? Vatican City. Vatican became a city during the Treaty of Trent in 1929. It became its own sovereign state. Okay, because it had the deadly wound. Then it began the process of healing. And then that wound was healed. I'm looking for my list here. That wound was healed on sorry, I don't have it on here, I don't think. Oh yeah, that wound was healed on the 10/31, October 31st, 2016. And that was Revelation 13 fully done. The deadly wound being healed when the Protestants signed the agreement with the Catholic Church. They had a joint declaration. Okay, that's when that deadly wound was healed. Now we have, if you count back from where my list of the popes at. If you count back from Pope Francis, when you read in 2nd Ezra, you count back from Pope Francis, you will see that from the 12, it should take you to Gregory. And then it also tells you, 2nd Ezra chapter 12, it says, this is verse 25. For these are those who will accomplish her wickedness, and that will finish her last end. But the 2 that remain, the sword will devour them, for the sword of the one will devour him that was with him. But he also will fall by the sword in the last days. So there's 2 that's kept to the end. It says, these are they whom the Most High has kept to his end. This is the small kingdom full of trouble, as you saw. Okay? Again, it says, if you go back up to verse 22, it gives you the interpretation. And whereas you saw 3 heads resting, this is the interpretation. And it gives you the interpretation of those things. Okay? We live in the age of the eagle. That's the time that we're in. So that's 2nd Ezra chapter 12, verse 25. And you can read the whole chapter and break that down. Excuse me. So let's go back to Revelations 14. remember I told you about worship. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship like what? Worship like a dog. Okay? Following everything that they say. In this eagle society, we supposed to have unalienable rights, natural law, common law, the right to liberty, life, and the pursuit of happiness. Okay, liberty is different from freedom. Liberty means that you can do anything that you want by the dictates of your conscience, as long as it doesn't harm or hurt anyone else. That's liberty. Okay? If any man worship the beast and his image, right? Image is its society or system. It's a reflection of who they are. That's what image also means. A reflection of who they are. Or a statue. A statue is a reflection of who they are. If you go back to Nebuchadnezzar, his dream, he had what? In the dream, it was a head of gold, silver, brass, and iron. Gold is wealth. International wealth is accepted everywhere. Silver is the poor man's wealth. That's work. That's your ingenuity. That's your thinking. That's your creativity. Bronze is your brute will and force, your strength. Okay? And then you have iron, which is your military, your force behind that. But then it has feet of clay, how you shape and how you mold this whole statue. Okay? That's just a breakdown. If you want to get more in depth, look in the Metaphysical Dictionary and look up those metals, gold, silver, brass, and iron, and it will give you more of an in-depth of what they have, in-depth meaning. Now the word mark is charagma, which means an etching, okay? Something etched into you. But it also says in his forehead or his hand. It has to be a conscious thought. Okay? So you're taking on the beast-like worship. You're consciously saying, I'm going to do this. And you're also going to give them authority over you. Okay? You want to take the time to read 3 Maccabees, the book of Maccabees, 3 Maccabees, 2 and 28, where you see the political things that was offered to those who would and would not accept Rome's authority or mark. Forehead is authority. Okay? Forehead, that's where your power comes from. That's why you see it has a horn growing. That's power. Authority. Okay? Do you give your authority to someone else? Are you a beast yourself? Are you a dog? So, this next video I'm going to show how it ties in. Because God's mark is liberty, happiness, and life. Okay? Liberty is a part of doing what one